got to carry on strumming, please. Keep the bind.
Referee asking Scotland to keep it bind. He has come over to his side now. Really should have done it in the first half. Need to take a close look at this. Yeah, they're penalty offences. And now Marius Jonker has seen the light.
It's a little bit late doing it now. Richie McCaw, I'd be surprised. Yep, that's the right call. Go for the scrum again. And poor old Scotland, technically, if they can't hold New Zealand and they just have to go down and penalise it, Jonker is just going to be jogging backwards 34 metres or so under the post for a penalty try. It's that simple.
This young Alistair Dickinson against Carl Heyman. What an education. A dangerous one.
Nothing Frank Haddon can do there now. His men have got to show great grit. It's a mental thing scrumming, but it's technical as well, and this is technically proficient New Zealand scrum.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage, keep it up there.
Just can't keep that scrum up. And the issue of safety has to come into it here.
Front rows, join me please. Let's start off with you guys first. Get it up and not down, all right? Your motion is going down. Secondly, you cannot go on the angle. Let's sort it out, please. Stand on.
The problem is now New Zealand in complete control, and they're almost feeling if they really go for it, Jonker's likely to penalise them because of the safety aspect. It's so tough on the dominant scrum, this situation.
Keep it up there. Let's go.
So'oialo to Kelleher. Marsoe. Ball's loose, Scotland grab it. And the referee goes back for another scrum, but at least this time Scotland will be putting in.
And probably driven backwards.
Scrum now lost forward by Black.
No mercy here from New Zealand, but again, errors from the All Blacks. Marsoe, good low body position. Parks just getting himself in the way, and Marsoe just loses the ball there. Richie McCaw and the rest of his team will be furious.
Touch, pause, engage.
Well, there was no compromise from New Zealand at that last scrum, and again, Heyman putting it in. Look at that turning round. It's being mashed. And Scotland have got the penalty decision. New Zealand penalised for losing their binding.
Just a quick word, Fitzy, with you. I mean, New Zealand seem to be penalised for having complete control in the scrum. How frustrating must this be for their front five?
That's all they can do, really. Oh, lost by Parks. And we're going to get another scrum. The central issue of the match it has become.
Well, Scotland are coming under increasing pressure here. They're really pinned on their line. And Dan Parks, yeah, you can see Marsoe coming. He thinks, do I dummy? Do I buy some space? And he thinks there is no space against this defence, and the ball is lost.
Number 3, Scotland. Number 3, blue.
Well, Scotland are making a change, and Gavin Kerr is going to come off the bench. Man with 45 caps now, so he's been around, plenty of experience. Andrew Craig Smith was not light on experience going into this match. Young Alistair Dickinson, the loose head prop, is winning his first cap.
Get the bind up, gentlemen.
But Kerr straight into action here.
Touch, pause, engage. My name.
Great rear guard from Scotland. It's still 20-0.
Sivivatu. For how long as Kelleher arrives and handing off with genuine power there. Woodcock tussling on, and then So'oialo and Heyman. And if the New Zealand forwards can't drive the scrum over, well, they might get a chance here. They're going to try and drive the ball over in open play.
Sorry, early whistle. Sorry about that timing.
Back to the set piece.
And Gavin Kerr now has a hard old time. New Zealand with all that territory, but still just 23 points on the board, and now he's going to face the world's best tight head in Carl Heyman.
Black ball.
He switched over, hasn't he? And Dickinson now. So Dickinson, and Kerr is up against Woodcock. And can they stay straight? And if Kerr does stay strong and straight, will New Zealand drive him over? Would the collapse scrum be the better option?
Get up, there we go.
Well, Dickinson's still on the loose against Heyman.
Yep.
This is Soialu. And McCall.
Hands off, rock, leave it blue.
Kelleher says the hands on it, but he's got it. Little chip from Carter again, and Webster. Even then, he only just got it down. The tenacity of New Zealand has to be admired.
Not the accuracy, though. They're going to be disappointed. I don't think that's Dan Carter's greatest ever call. Howlett will chase absolutely everything. But well done, Scotland. It's frustrated Carter into kicking that ball away. Loves the little dink behind, got great vision, sees the space, but that time Webster was hanging a couple of metres deep and read it very well.
Evans. Sivivatu. Initially seems just to lope with his running, but he covers the ground even when he's doing that. But he builds an acceleration. It's Carter and then Kelleher. Evans slips in to fly half, his normal role. Come on today to replace McDonald at full back. Injured in the first half, Leon McDonald. Kelleher again. We talked about New Zealand tenacity, but there's been plenty from Scotland too.
Oh, excellent stuff from Scotland defensively.
Sivivatu. Oh, McAllister. Howlett's inside, didn't spot him.
That's a complete loss of vision there. That was a try inside to Howlett.
Sivivatu.
Roll away, blue, leave it.
What a miss.
Evans to McAllister, gets another chance. And another. McCall, that's gone forward. And again, excellent Scotland defence. Hustling.
Well, I must say, Scotland are making New Zealand look less potent as an attacking force than Australia at the moment. Here's Sivivatu on the charge. Lovely offload there to McAllister. McAllister through, and Howlett is on his inside, and he didn't even look. Believe me, the try was an absolute gimme. An absolute gimme. They're blowing chances.
And although it might seem strange to say it, with New Zealand having scored so many tries already in this World Cup, that's not a new thing, is it? Blowing of chances. That hasn't been as clinical as New Zealand would have hoped.
No, I mean, I think in the first half against Italy, they were magnificent. They were rapier sharp. But in the second half, they dipped off. And against Portugal, they blew a few. But today, the scrum apart and the quality of the defence has been a marked fall-off. Maybe Frank Haddon's team deserve a lot of credit for being so tenacious. But, you know, that McAllister Howlett miss there, that had nothing to do with Scotland. That was just a plain, blinkered error.
Which would face criticism regardless of the side that we are looking at. But in general, when watching New Zealand, we set ridiculously high standards because they do.
Well, absolutely. Graham Henry will be livid with some of the decision-making from his players at the moment.
Got to feel sympathy with the Scotland front row, the kind of game that they're in, but also Scotland at number 8, Dave Callan.
I think both Barkley and Callum have done really well. It's hellish in the back row when you're going backwards at every single scrum, and there have been a lot of scrums in this second half. And they're still covering the ground, really working hard defensively. My lord, New Zealand have got a penalty from the scrum. Does McCaw play the hard-faced pragmatist and take 3 points, or are they going to look for the corner?
Going for the posts, and it's an interesting message that McCaw is sending out here.
You've got a fly half who's one of the best kickers in the world, and you're saying to the rest of the world, if you make errors, if you give penalties away within 45 metres, don't expect us to do anything frill, too fancy. We'll take 3 points, we'll keep scoring.
New Zealand are saying, we're not here to dazzle, we're here to win. Off the upright, might fall for Howlett, and does.
Offside, advantage offside.
Oliver, there's an offside.
So quick, Doug Howlett.
Has been all day. Carter.
Got away, blue.
Howlett, a threat every time.
Advantage over.
Kelleher, Sivavatu, out to Woodcock, and the front row man will not get it. It's gone forward.
Now New Zealand are going to start feeling very irate. Woodcock will probably think, well, the scrum deserves it for our work. He's pulled back.
Ooh. Stand by for the next scrum.
Yes. A snorting Tony Woodcock. Sivivatu again showing some lovely hands there, and that angle doesn't really show it. Woodcock was never going to be stopped there. No chance, Hugo Southwell. Here's the angle. Let's just see Sivivatu. Good skills.
And Southwell still down. And no wonder if you look at this. Ouch.
Tight call that, isn't it? Southwell's up. New Zealand are back 5 yards from the line. It's another scrum. And another chance has gone. And another feed, dare I say.
Hands off, Rock!
Look at McCaw. But it's still only 3 second-half points for New Zealand.
You know, in some ways, Scotland, with so many of their second-string team playing, even though they're 23 down, will be far happier with the way things have gone, especially in this second half.
Here comes Fergus Thompson now for Scotland, replacing Scott Lawson.
To the Mincer.
Fair to say that Lawson and Smith now off the field. We feel that they've earned their money today.
Jeez. If I was Fergus Thompson, I'd have gone a bit more slowly into this scrum. Tony Woodcock, righteously fueled with indignation.
Let's go again. Just the timing, both fronts are. You have to stay off the arm. Let's go, boys. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Well, Scotland binding on the jersey here as they have to, but it makes no difference. But it's still not a try, it's gone forward.
Soiala will be livid. And there's the knock-on. Marius Jonker sees it immediately.
Change now at scrum half. Rory Lawson for Chris Cuddeder. And also off for New Zealand. We see Kelleher and Oliver. And that means Brendan Leonard and Andrew Hall. Moore into the scrum as the hooker.
Yeah, thank you.
Almost like
Leonard scrum half.
It's almost like another New Zealand put-in at the moment, isn't it?
Pause, engage, keep it there. Get it up.
Yes, yes, it has to be.
Time off. Captain, I'm not going to speak to this gentleman again. You have to stay off the arm. You're going to find yourself in trouble. Sort it out, please.